Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram. Om Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Parantaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Srutismriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Lokashankaram. Hari Om. So far we saw that purity of mind is essential, and the entire focus of our spiritual sadhana is only on the mind. So, how to achieve that purity? Yajnadana tapah karma, then japaha, vratam, tirtham. All these things are given only for purification of our mind. That too, if we perform all these things with right frame of mind. Okay? So the purification will come. Right? Then Guruji said in this sloka, there is some other method also for purification, other than these methods. What are they? That is called, that is said in 8th verse. Vichara sadhanam sreshtam varnyate trayathamati Mahatvam tasya vai proktam Krishnena swayamevahi Vichara sadhanam sreshtam varnyate trayathamati Mahatvam tasya vai proktam Krishnena swayamevahi. So, Vicharaha sadhanam sreshtam. See, among all the methods of purification, Jhan se sunna. Among all the methods of purification, enquiry is sreshtam, the best. However, all are not fit for this enquiry. The best method for purification is what? Enquiry. What is enquiry? We will see later. But the question is, are people, everyone eligible for enquiries, self-enquiry? No. But that is the best method. So therefore, so many people, those who are following this enquiry path, they don't go to temples, tirthams, travel. They are not much particular about it. They don't travel for purity, for purification and all. They may travel because of work. And many Mahatmas have avoided that also. So, Vichara is sreshtam. How we will see later on. Enquiry, what is enquiry? How it is superior? We will see later on. But the first statement is, among all the purificatory methods, enquiry is the supreme. First point. How to do it, how it is, all that we will see later. Now that Sreshtam method, Varnyate Atra Yathamati. Now I am going to expound to the best of my ability. Who says? The author says here. Author is Tejamananji, Guruji. So the author says, I will now expound this according to my ability, what exactly is path of enquiry does and how to do it. Okay. Mahatvam tasya vai proktam Krishnena swayameva hi. Bhagavan Krishna himself spoke the greatness of this path of enquiry. Okay. Path of enquiry. Bhagavan Krishna himself said the greatness of the path of enquiry. Now see, of all the sadhanas, puja, vratam, tirtha, right? Then yajna, dana, and tapaha. For all these things, you need to spend money, you need to have certain conditions around you. So you need to have some material to perform all these things. Can you perform yajna without money? Can you give charity without anything having you having anything with you? Can you perform tapasya without any conditions such as physical health, mental health? So the conditions are required to perform tapasya. So they are all to be procured first. Tap. Then you take japa. There is effort in it. You have to repeat the mantra. Among all the methods, japa is easiest. Why? Japa, like vratam and tirtha yatra also, you need to spend money and time. Can you perform any vow without money? एंड जिस दिन आप उपवास करते हैं ना, उस दिन आपका खाने का खर्च का बिल ज़्यादा होता है. रोज 2 रोटी चावल खाते हैं या ना तो 2 दाल चावल रोटी खा लेते हैं, और उस दिन उपवास है ना, कुछ स्पेशल बनाना है, उसका खर्चा ज़्यादा है उस दिन एक्चुअली. मानते हैं कि नहीं आप लोग? व्रत के नाम पे ज़्यादा घी खाना, ज़्यादा मिठाई खा लेना. सो यू नीड ऑल दीज थिंग्स, यू नो, देयर इज सम रिसोर्सेस इज रिक्वायर्ड. Among all of them, japa is easy. Japa doesn't involve any money, any conditions, nothing is involved. But there is also mental effort to repeat the name, to be aware, to be conscious of that Lord's name, taking japa. Mind will keep on running. There is also little effort. And it becomes monotonous also after some time. Unless you have a tremendous love for the Lord. So that also has some conditions. Right? In inquiry, there is no Vishesha Prayatna in this. There is no effort in the mental level also, there is no effort. That we'll see later. What about enquiry? But Krishna himself praises the method of enquiry. If one is capable of it, it is the best. Why? There is no problem of all these things. Puja you have to perform, so many articles required. They all purify you. The best is enquiry. वहाँ पे एक हमारा आश्रम प्रयागराज में, वहाँ के वो ब्रह्मचारी जी कुछ समय पे, अभी तो स्वामी बन गया, तो वो कह रहे थे मुझसे कि स्वामी जी यहाँ पे एक महात्मा जी आए हैं हरिद्वार से, वो कमरे में बैठे हैं और बैठे, आराम से बैठे हैं। तो मैंने कहा, स्वामी जी, महाराज जी, हमारे आश्रम में ही मंदिर है, अखिलेश्वर महादेव जी का मंदिर, चलो आप दर्शन करके तो आ जाइए। तो उन्होंने बोला, वहाँ क्या है बताओ, जो यहाँ नहीं है वहाँ क्या है, और वहीं कहाँ क्यों जाऊँ, ये बताओ, मैं जाऊँगा। बोला, जो वहाँ है या नहीं है क्या? बोले, महात्मा जी नमस्कार कर लिया, वापस आ गया स्वामी जी, मैं क्या करूं, कुछ नहीं बोल सका। वो वही बैठे बैठे रहे, अपना काम करते रहे, या नहीं तो जो भी है, शरीर यात्रा के लिए कुछ प्रसाद या भोजन पाया, चला गया। So they are not conditioned by these things. Sentimental, fear, they have crossed all those things. So path of inquiry is different. How to do it, we'll see later on. So Krishna himself praised that path of inquiry. I will now try to expound, says the author, our Pujya Guruji. What is that? Nahi jnanena sadrusham pavitramiha vidyate bahavo jnana tapasa puta madbhavamagataha nahi jnanena sadrusham pavitramiha vidyate bahavo jnana tapasa puta madbhavamagataha. In this sloka, first line is from Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, 38th sloka. First line. And Nahi Jnanena Sadrusham is 4th chapter, 38th sloka, first half of the sloka. First half. And what is the full sloka? Nahi jnanena sadrusham pavitramhe vidyate tatvayam yoga sansiddha kalena atmani vindati. That is the full sloka. And bahavo jnana tapasa puta madbhavamagataha. This is from 4th chapter, 10th verse. 4th chapter, 10th verse. This is second line, not the first line. Second half of the sloka. So Guruji दोनों को combine किया है. So what is this second sloka, full sloka? First one is what? Nahi jnanena sadrusham pavitramhe vidyate tatsvayam yoga samsiddha kalena atmani vindati. That's the second first one. Vitaragabhaya krodhaha manmaya mamapashritaha bahavo jnana tapasa puta madbhavamagataha. This is full sloka. Right there, and nahi jnanena sadrusham pavitramiha vidyate. This is, you find the statement in our Chinmaya Yuva Kendra logo given by Gurudev. In that logo, it's a big lamp, that Kerala lamp, that mashal. In that it is written nahi jnanena sadrusham pavitramiha vidyate, for youth. Means what? There is no greater purifier than knowledge. So knowledge purifies. And knowledge which is internalized. That knowledge, very, very deep knowledge about Shastras, it purifies. So, Jnana Agni Dagdha Karmana. So, ultimately, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, what is that? The essence of all Shastras, I will speak in one sentence. What is that? Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya Jivo Brahmaiva Na Paraha. That's it. आप रामायण पढ़ो, भारत पढ़ो, महाभागवत पढ़ो, भागवतम पढ़ो, पुराण पढ़ो, गीता पढ़ो, क्या बोलते हैं, उपनिषद पढ़ो, जो भी पढ़ो, आखिर में एसेंस क्या है? ब्रह्म सत्यम जगन मिथ्या जीवो ब्रह्मैव नापरः। इसके अलावा कोई सार ही नहीं। इसको समझने के लिए पूरा रट लेते हैं, ये शास्त्र पढ़ो, वो शास्त्र पढ़ो, उसका मंत्र, इसका। ओह, सो विचारा इज great purifier. Knowledge is a great purifier. We will see later on again how it purifies. And then Bhagavan said, Vita raga bhaya krodhaha. Vita means freed from raga bhaya krodhaha. Manmayaha, full, that the devotee's heart is filled with me, my thoughts. Mamupashritaha, so filled with great love and devotion in their hearts. They worship me. Then what happens? By this path, many people in the past, puta, purified, bahavaha, many, jnana tapasa. See? Bhavo jnana tapasa. Not by vratam, japam, puja, anushtanam. They give you certain level of purity. Ultimate purity is what? They all purify your mind. But who will exhaust the mind? Who will evaporate the mind? Who will empty the mind? Which will empty the mind? Which will make the mind disappear? Knowledge. So they all create that heat in the mind. But ultimate path is what? Jnanam. But that jnanam you cannot get directly without purification. Therefore, many people, bahavo jnana tapasa puta, by this jnana tapasya, puta, purified by this jnana tapasya, madbhavam agataha, they attained my being, purified by the tapasya of knowledge. They have reached me. So these two statements are made in Bhagavad Gita, where Bhagavan Krishna spoke about the purification through jnanam. That is, jnana means what? Path of inquiry. Who am I? Who am I? That is inquiry. So, let us go ahead. We will see आगे क्या कहें. We will see about ज्ञान मार्ग later on. Inquiry, path of inquiry. एतद् भगवतो वाक्यम् स्वात्मशुद्ध्यैकसिद्धये विचार्यते मया सम्यक् श्रीहरिर्मे प्रसीदताम् एतद् भगवतो वाक्यं स्वात्मशुद्ध्यैकसिद्धये विचार्यते मया सम्यक् श्रीहरिर्मे. Like Tulsidas ji said, no? Swanta Sukhaya Tulasi Raghunatha Gatha Mata Bhasha Kunjamati Manjula Mata Noti. अरे भाई मैं किसी के लिए और किसी थोड़ी लिख रहा हूँ. And Gurudev also said same. Gurudev said, I am talking to exhaust my vasanas. In the process of my exhaustion, if somebody is benefited, that is their good prarabdha. Same thing Tulsidas said. मैं अपने लिए लिख रहा हूँ. इसको पढ़ के किसी का सुधार हो गया, उद्धार हो गया, तो वो उसका अच्छा प्रारब्ध है, तो मैं क्या करूँ? और मैं किसी के लिए नहीं लिख रहा, मैं अपने लिए लिखता हूं। इस सिलसिले में और किसी की भलाई हो गया हो तो इसका मतलब क्या हो, उसका प्रारब्ध है, अच्छा प्रारब्ध। बट और किसी के लिए मैं तो लिखता नहीं हूं, मैं अपने लिए लिख रहा हूं। So Guruji also same thing. Swatma Shuddhaika Siddhaye. Only for the sake of my purity of my mind, this Bhagavato Vakyam, the sentence, utterance of Bhagavan Lord Krishna, I will now vicharyate, maya vicharyate samyak, भली प्रकार से इसका मैं भी चिंतन मंथन करूंगा, इसी का मैं विश्लेषण करूंगा अपने लिए, आपके लिए नहीं है। That is why in someone's loud thinking, many are benefited. Think. और एक बता देता हूँ, strictly speaking, like Tapon Maharaj, he had only 1 or 2 students, 3 students only maximum, 3 or 4. When Govindapuri, Govindanand होते थे, and Gurudev and our other Mahatma ji is there, who is no more, recently attained Samadhi, गंगोत्री में रहते थे, उनका नाम याद इधर घूम रहा है, वो 3-4 लोग ही, सुंदरानंद जी। जब गुरुदेव अकेले पढ़ाते थे गुरुदेव को। अब एक बात देखिए, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट फ्रॉम द मोर पीपल शुड बेनिफिट दिस विजडम, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग दैट कॉन्टेक्स्ट। आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट मनन के लिए, फॉर ए टीचर, इफ यू आर डूइंग लाउड मननम इज कॉल्ड टीचिंग। For that loud mananam, one is enough to sit in front of you. So I learned many things from one teacher, good teacher. Only me and he only will be there. Nobody else will be there. वो मुझे पढ़ाता है, मैं सुनता हूँ, मजा आता है दोनों के पीछे। या किसी महात्मा जी के साथ बैठ गया, अकेले महात्मा जी बैठे हैं, मैं भी बैठा उनके सामने, मैं कुछ पूछता हूँ वो जवाब दे देते, बस एक ही के लिए पढ़ाते हैं। तब 1 घंटा 2 घंटे, जैसे हमारे गुरुदेव के गुरु भाई रहते थे स्वामी योगानंद जी महाराज, अकेला बैठता था उनके सामने, कई बार अकेला होता है तो जाके बैठना हुआ, बैठा 1 घंटा 1.5 घंटे लगातार अद्वैत प्रवचन देते रहते। कैसे, जो अच्छा बढ़िया सा जो ज्ञान, वो 1-1.5 घंटे बोलने के बाद सुनता रहूँगा। फिर आके आप बाद में लौकिक, अच्छा तुम शाम को कुछ प्रोग्राम है क्या मिशन में? हाँ स्वामी जी जाना है प्रवचन, अच्छा तो जाओ। फिर दोनों हाथ उठा के, अच्छा जाओ निकलो जाओ, मीनिंग इमीडिएटली गेट अप एंड गेट आउट, अब जाओ, ओके जाओ, दैट्स इट। सो फॉर मननम, anything is for manam. Teaching also is for benefit of the teacher. कोई कुछ किताब लिख रहे हैं, वो अपने लिए लिखो, कितना सेल होगा, कहाँ डालना है, कितना पैसा मिलता है, कितना परसेंटेज देना है पब्लिशर को, मुझे कितना मिलता है। Such people wrote books for such business purposes, that is their objective is different. But here the purpose is what speakers, author says, Guruji says, स्वात्मैक सिद्धये विचार्यते मया सम्यक, भली प्रकार से। सो मे द लॉर्ड बी प्लीज्ड विथ मी, मे श्री हरि प्रसीदता। नाउ आई विल इंक्वायर अबाउट दिस, ओके। नाउ इन दिस वे, और देयर इज ए वन ब्यूटीफुल श्लोका इन विवेक चूड़ामणि 477 नंबर। समटाइम्स ना बुक्स में इधर उधर का कुछ publishing में, I referred some other book and good that got the number 47. हमारे चिन्मय किताब में शायद 477 या 478 या 476 होगा, ठीक है नंबर. What is that beautiful quotation Guruji gave here? तटस्थिता बोधयन्ति गुरवस्तुतयस्तथा स्वप्रज्ञयैव तरेत् विद्वान् ईश्वरानुगृहीतया. तटस्थिता बोधयन्ति. See, tatastha lakshanam and swarupa lakshanam. So teacher what is that? Only the point. Tatastha means point the goal, that's it. So tatastha lakshanam. You have to go and inquire it. So teachers, Shankaracharya says, Tatasthita bodhayanti. How do they Guravaha? Teachers teach. How? Only they point. That is Gurudev always says, I am the pointer and not the pointed. So Gurudev says, if I am showing you something, don't look at my finger. But look at in the direction of my finger. If you look at my finger, it is called personality cult. I look at the teacher and not the truth that which he is pointing. All Shrutis and Gurus only speak Tatasthita Bhodayanti. Then Swaprajna eva taret. One has to cross this ocean of samsara by one's own prajna, intelligence, awareness, consciousness, and Ishvara anugrahitaya. And by the grace of Ishvara, by your effort and Ishvara's grace, and teachers will teach you. That's what Ramana Maharshi said. Nobody in the universe, even Bhagavan, cannot give you moksha. They can give you sarupyam, salukyam, sayujyam, samipyam. They can be granted. They can be granted. No, but I want to know myself. That you have to know. Nobody else. Now, what is this actually Vichara Marga, inquiry? We will see now, let us see. Actually, first of all, point number 1. I can inquire only when I am separated from the inquired. First. Means what? There is an amount of sadhana required to separate myself from all my thoughts, notions, ideas, emotions, etc. in the mind. So I should first separate myself first. More some more Bhagavad Gita quotations we will see later on. So I must separate myself from within. How can I separate myself? See, many thoughts arise. If I am swept across by the currents of those emotions and thoughts, I cannot inquire. The inquirer is swept across by the currents of the thoughts or emotions or feelings, etc. This happens to us. How? Suppose you are praying. In the beginning, you think you are praying. After 1 second, some tsunami comes from the mind. A thought rises, pulls you down into the stream, and it takes you away. and we travel along with that current. So one thought, other thought, other thought, other thought, connecting thoughts. I remember suddenly in the prayer, I remember I must offer this flower now today. Oh Lord, mentally I am offering this flower at your feet. Fine, good. But immediately that thought, and what mind do? This thought of the flower suddenly gives another thought. This thought, these flowers are normally grown only in this region of the world. I must also plant one in my compound. But the soil is not so conducive. I don't know why I took house on near the seashore, all salty land, nothing is cultivated. And I told my husband many times not to purchase, but he will never listen to me. I can continue 1.5 hours like this. And anyhow, he will never understand me. And my life has always been like that. Nobody understood me right from my childhood. My father never understood, mother never understood, brother never understood, sister never understood, husband never understood, teacher never understood, children never understand. And somehow I must get this plant, come what may. I think, why don't I shift the house from this place to other place? Or we can purchase some other flat and I will go there. I think best is to stay in Himalayas, be peaceful, happy. Where is the prayer for you to offer a flower at the feet of the Lord mentally? Go around. Inquiry भाड़ में गया. So, first of all, first condition is what? To practice a degree of separation between my thoughts, the observed, and the observer. So, I should not fall into the stream of the thoughts. I must always try to maintain as an observer only. First condition. Then the inquiry begins. Like one thought comes. To whom does that belong to? What is the nature of the thought? So, one is this kind of analysis, where it has come from, observing how it took birth, how it grows in the mind, how it disturbs the serenity of the mind, and how by you not participating in it, not encouraging in it, the thought, not supporting the thought, maintaining it, it is trying to catch you and pull you down into itself. It is trying to swallow you, the thought, like a tsunami wave or an all-engulfing fire. Yet you refuse to get drawn by the thought. So you are stern, firmly grounded with awareness. Then it tries to tempt you. The wave comes and tries to pull you. You refused it. Then it recedes. And you are no more paying any attention to it. You are aware of it, but you are not encouraging it. So the thought goes and slowly diminishes its size, intensity, all that. Because you are not supporting, the thought disappears. But how that thought or the mind involves us, we react, we get frustrated, we get depressed, We blame ourselves. These kind of ugly thoughts also are coming into me. In spite of so many sadhanas and so many tapasyas, what nothing we have done actually, we feel like that. In spite of so many attending satsangas, even so many things I have done, still even at this age also these thoughts are not going away, lust and greed and then passion and comparison and jealousy and hatred and anger. So the thought has succeeded in disturbing you. In what way? It could not pull you, but it left you frustrated. So the thought while receding, the thought says, I will come back again, but I am happy that I could frustrate you. The thought goes. So when you are frustrated, your awareness is gone. You are no more inquiring. So inquiry mood has chala gaya. Inquiry being that to be aware of, that is gone. So the thought could not pull you down. Perhaps you thought you conquered the thought, you won this time. But the thought says, I gave you my heat, I roasted you, I have enough disturbed you, I have created a dent on you, I am happy. And thought goes. And it comes again after some time. Now, what is inquiry? One is, where did this come from? To whom they are occurring? That's one inquiry. If you do with awareness, you are shifting from the content to the source of it. I am not interested to analyze the thought, good or bad, ugly, beautiful. I am not interested. I want to know, where has this come from and to whom they are occurring? To me, who am I? Me means what? It's ego. To ego it is occurring. Not to me, one who is even aware of this ego. So I am not seated in ego as little I. I am now as capital I, observing this ego, from which, like a Diwali flower pot, so many thoughts are erupting. I am not carried away by those colors or influences of those thoughts. I am trying to maintain a distance and just inquiring where it has come from, what is its nature. That's one part. Second, still deeper inquiry is, even this also stops, I just look at it without any involvement, without giving any value to it, good or bad, ugly, beautiful. Whatever thoughts rise, let them rise. I am just observing them. I am neither encouraging them, nor supporting them, nor discouraged by them, nothing. Or frustrated by them, nothing. These are rising, okay. I only look at it. Intensely I look at them. I am with them. I am not resisting that thought. When you intently were present with the thought, intensely present with the thought, and the thought dissolves. Next time when it comes, it loses its intensity. Already it appears with lower intensity. Third time it will not appear at all. That's it. That is called full awareness. No resistance, no judgment, no analysis, no comparison, no frustration, no dejection, no encouragement, nothing. Like what? Akashavat, space. So many things are happening in space. Wars are happening, marriages are happening, children are born, people are dying, good things are happening, bad things are happening, accidents happen, planets and galaxies swirl and swing or rotate and vibrate or move and dance in this vast infinite sky. The space is no emotions, no analysis, it just is. This is the supreme path. Otherwise, entering into the mind is like a kuda, swamp. We swoop down and fight with every thought. Judo, kudo, karate, all martial arts. So in this inquiry, who am I? I am just pure existence. This is the path of inquiry. In the beginning, I'll inquire where has come from, what is the source of it, without getting caught up. Further, and while doing this sadhana by God's grace, by Guru's grace again, first time, sometime we enter into something called, some master use open awareness, where I suddenly feel I am really come out of all the clouds. I am that vast infinite space. Then I feel the body, I am not in the body, bodies are in me, bodies. That is the truth. But this intensity, impurities do not allow us to I don't know how our mind works. Suppose we are talking about something we are talking about. We remember something else. See, it's like a dog, digs the earth, to find out something. Like that, we dig our past. Nothing is real, nothing is permanent, nothing. Even your sorrow is not genuine. हाँ मेरे पति मर गया, पत्नी मर गई, बेटे मर गए. How long you cry with intensity? Cry. Same intensity throughout your life. Let me see how much love you have. Bakwas. Atmanastu kamaya saram priyam bhavate. The existence of that spouse or son are giving me happiness, therefore I am crying when they go away. Not love for them. मेरे लिए तुम जीना है. सिनेमा डायलॉग्स. Nothing, including your body, is myth. So this inquiry is very deep path. Not all are fit for it. But one who has gone into that level, that thinking, that mode, that sadhana, totally different. But impurities do not let us inquire. That's what teacher says here. Ragadveshadaya kamaha Krodha lobhadayo picha Ahankarastata swartho Vividha manaso malaha Ragadveshadaya kamaha Krodho lobhadayo picha Statha swartho. All these things are malah. Vividha manaso malah. बता रहा हूँ आपको. You may have been with Lord Krishna 5,000 years back, but there is no guarantee that you will be liberated. मीराबाई कहते हैं ना, मीराबाई गोपिका थी भगवान कृष्ण के समय में, क्या मुक्ति मिली? बताओ. और एक महात्मा जी भी है, I will not tell the name. He also said, I was with Bhagwan Krishna, I met Bhagwan Krishna, he hugged me, he blessed me in that life. Mahayogi. Then another lady is there who was with Maya Sita. A book also has come. Somewhere I read. Mother Sita, she was with as a paricharika during Ramayana time. Then I found, even you were with Mother Sita, even you were with Bhagavan Krishna, somebody said I was with Jesus Christ, somebody I was with other Mahatma, some Mahatma, वैसे के वैसे ही हैं हम. Meaning, unless you awake, there is no liberation. I may be with great or Puja Gurudev. So what? रावण महर्षि के पास जाके मुक्ति दे दो, मुक्ति दे दो. भगवान ने कैसे मुक्ति देना, ये तो ये क्या कोई आप पे लड्डू बड़ा थोड़ी मुक्ति देने के लिए. यू हैव टू इंक्वायर फॉर योर सेल्फ. अभी तक ईश्वर ऑल्सो कैनॉट लिबरेट अस. ईश्वर कैन गिव यू ज्ञानम, ईश्वर कैन गिव यू एनकरेजमेंट, ईश्वर कैन गिव यू सर्टेन कंडीशंस. भगवान विल ब्लेस यू, भगवान विल गिव यू एवरीथिंग, बट डिस्कवरी इज योर्स. Bhagavan will take you Salokya, Vaikunta, Kailasha, Sarupya, Sayujya, Samipya Mukti. All Vibhutis he can give you, Siddhis he can give you, anything can give you. But Chandev Maharaj, 1400 years he lived. Unless Mukta Bhai touched him and said, Buddhu, 14 साल हो गया, बेवकूफ 1400 साल हो गया, अभी तक वैसे के वैसे. ये क्या से प्रॉब्लम है, क्या तुमने पाया, तुमने अपने सिद्धियों के द्वारा अपना ज्ञान तो प्राप्त नहीं हुआ. Then he realized his mistake. Then he got liberated. After 1400 years, he lived as a Mahayogi. And I read a great Mahatma speaking. Of course, I cannot give proof, Pramana for that. Maitreya Maharshi. When Bhagavan Krishna was there, he went there to Bhagavan Krishna, it seems, once. As a 14-year-old boy. A great Mahayogi told. He went and inquired. He asked Bhagavan Krishna. Bhagavan Krishna got up and invited Maitreya Maharshi. Bithaya unko, Atithi Satkar kiya. Maitreya Maharshi said, I have got so many powers, so many siddhis, so much I and Mahayogi I am, yet there still I feel there is some kind of little parda. हल्का सा पर्दा लटक रहा है मेरे सामने, because of which there is something preventing me in plunging in myself into complete truth, full truth. There is something preventing me. इसलिए मैं आपके पास आया हूँ भगवान कृष्णा, it seems कोई पर्दा है क्या? Some any wheel obstructing you? Let me see. And he saw, but I don't see anything. He said, it seems. When Krishna said, I don't see anything, in that statement he removed that wheel. Little parda. Small thing, but drishti, just further removed, little adjustment he made in the mind, little adjustment, that's it. He got and he awakened. Maitreya Maharshi. He became Jagat Guru. So, self-effort cannot be avoided. Buddha could not give enlightenment to anybody. Everyone has to achieve it. Doctor can give you medicine, but system is not accepting. What the doctor can do? मैं गोली खा नहीं सकता हूँ. Don't worry, I give injection. I give IV. But doctor says this fellow is not accepting any medicine. System is not accepting. No medicine is working on him. What can I do? So one thing very clearly we have to understand, that it is our own business. Ultimately, it is our personal business. If you want to realize, take the grace. Grace is required. Grace makes the path, clear. But walk you must. Gurudev can conduct a meditation class, but you have to attend, no? And you have to listen to Gurudev instructions, no? So somewhere the tapasya part is the onus of responsibility is on the seeker. Ishvara anugraha is required. When in the Ishvara anugraha deva omsam advaita vasana, it is very clearly said. And only because of the grace of Ishvara, this Advaita Vasana is generated in this disciple or the seeker of truth. Advaita Vasana. Ishvara Anugraha only. He gives all the paraphernalia. But see, who makes the seed to grow? It is inherent potential of the seed to become a tree. I can protect, I can give water, I can give sunlight, I can give protection. Beyond that, what I can do? I can put manure, I can put some fertilizer. I can sow the seed in the right place and right ground. All that is fine, right soil, perfect. But all and above all these things, above and all, there must be the intensity or the tendency in the seed, capacity in the seed to transform itself into a plant and then eventually or subsequently into a big tree. That capacity has to be found in the seed. The seed has to agree. Seed has to respond to all these facilities that are provided to it. So that slight difference you must understand. Grace can come up to our door, but we have to open the door. Grace is just outside the door waiting. It's a beautiful painting, world-class painting. Lord Jesus Christ in a beautiful garden, in the midst of a lot of trees and flowers and plants, a beautiful house. There's a house door. Our Lord Jesus Christ went there in the night. Went there and knocking the door of the house with a lantern, holding left hand lantern, and when beautifully Jesus Christ is knocking the door. And then in that painting, it's a world-class painting. It's based on Bible. Only one sentence is there in Bible. Based on that, the painting was drawn. Okay. Now, somebody said, best painting awarded, that's okay, but there's a problem in the painting. There's no latch to the door. Pagalpana hai. Not, but there's no latch to the door. The painter responded, it is true. It is a door of the heart which can be opened only from inside. Lord can only knock. There's no latch outside to open the door. There is no handle to open the door. So Bhagavan is knocking. Since when? Since our existence. Therefore, all these are all manas. Raga, I don't have to analyze all these things. We have been listening. Likes and dislikes and then. But one thing is important. All these things are born from Kama only. See, Kama gives rise to Krodha if unfulfilled. Listen, Kama Krodha. If Kama fulfilled, it goes to Lobha, greed. Kama unfulfilled, anger. Kama fulfilled, Lobha, greed. Right? But whether it's anger or Lobha, greed, both will give you delusion, moha. In anger also moha, greed also gives you moha. So Kama, Krodha, Lobha, moha. So diamond it is. Kama, ting, both two lines. Top is Kama, Krodha, nature is Lobha, but Krodha leads to moha, Lobha leads to moha. Joint ho gaya dono. And then Kama, Krodha, Lobha, moha. And moha means what? It will give you pride. Any type of moha will make us proud. Garv. मोह में बढ़ गया, deluded, intoxicated, deluded by power of, intoxicated by power, intoxicated by money, intoxicated by name, intoxicated by position, intoxicated by physical beauty, or intoxicated by manpower around you, intoxicated by so many things. You are deluded. All they belong to me, I belong. So out of that, a peculiar pride is born. I am the best gunda in my street. Another pride. Nobody can challenge me. Movies, you can see this, gang wars, pride, moha, mother. In the mother, when it comes, the pride, you cannot keep quiet. You start comparing with others. Oh, I am a rich man. You can be happy, no? No. Who is richer than me? I am proud, but I want to be only the top position. That my garva should not be superseded by somebody else. They should not be more proud than me of their wealth, their position. I am chief minister. I am prime minister. Oh, I am general manager. I am MD. So GM will look at MD and say, no, I want to be MD one day. So pride, so Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, mother, then mother will lead you to comparison, that is called Mattaha Sarati, Matsarya, jealousy will be born. This is the relationship. And all these things are born from what? Kama. So desire, when you observe, desire takes different shapes. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. And once Kama comes, Raga Dveshas also come. Then एक सबका अधिष्ठान क्या है? अहंकार है. All these are all what? Manaso malaha. Yete sarve hi drishyante. Chitte chalati jagrati. Pralinam chayada chittam. Naitesham drushyate gatihi. Yete sarvehi chitte chalati jagrati. Pralinam chayada chittam. Naitesham drushyate gatihi. Now see, very beautiful. Yete sarvehi drishyante chitte jagrati drishyante. Yete sarve chitte chalati chalati chitte drishyante jagrati. In all these malas, now see, when are these observed? Only in waking plane and dream, of course. Mainly dream, waking plane, we can clearly see them. Jagrati, chitte, chalati. All these things are there. Chitte, chalati. When the mind is moving, mind is active. Moving means mind is active. In waking plane, all these malas, impurities are seen in the waking plane. When the mind is active, these things are seen. When is the mind is active? In waking plane. Fully active. 100% active in the waking plane, 50% active in the dream plane, and not active in Sushupti or deep sleep state. So fully manifesting where? In waking plane. So one observation we made. Study of Jagrata Avastha, Sushupti Nidra Avastha, Swapna Avastha, Sushupti Avastha. 3 avasthas we study. Jagrata, Swapna, Sushupti. We studied. We take a paper and pen. Okay, these are impurities. I listed down. When are they actually attacking me? Oh, they are attacking me in waking plane. When I am in waking avastha, Jagrata avastha, they are all attacking me. Okay. When in Nidra avastha, they are not attacking me. Therefore, in waking plane, mind and intellect are active. In Nidra avastha, mind and intellect are not there. So when they are waking up, when they are in waking state, they are active. Means mind and intellect are active. Whenever mind and intellect is awake, they are there. When mind and intellect is not there, they are not there. This implies they belong to mind and not to me. Equation on paper. That means these things belong to mind and not to me. Why? I am there in deep sleep state also, in waking plane also. If they belong to me, I am in deep sleep state also as existence. They should be there. They are not there. They don't belong to me. They belong to mind. Therefore, whenever mind is awake, these things are awake. Whenever mind is in deep sleep, they are not there. That means they belong to mind and not to me. So after discovery, then you can put a heading on the paper, good news. What is the good news? They belong to mind and not to me. So, pralinam yada chittam nayitasham drishyate gatihi. These effects are not seen. When the chitta, the mind is withdrawn. So Guruji here, Atmavada sloka also very important. Ragecha sukha dukkhadi buddhau satyam pravartate sushuptau nasti tannashe tasmat buddhestu natmanaha. Same thing, same sloka. Raga dvesha, raga ichcha sukha dukkhadi buddhau satyam. Buddha means mind, intellect, whatever it is. Satyam, if it is there, pravartate. Where buddhi is there, these things are there. Sushuptau nasti tannashe. In Sushupti, buddhi is not there, temporarily destroyed, intellect is not there, mind is not there. Therefore, Sushuptau nasti. In Sushupti, you don't find all these. Therefore, buddhestu na atmanaha. Therefore, they belong to buddhi, not to me. So, there is a beautiful statement in Bhagavad Gita. No? They are in me, I am not in them. Echaiva satvika bhavaha राजसास्तामसाश्च ये मत्त एवेति तान् विद्धि न त्वहं तेषु ते मयि न तु अहं तेषु ते मयि ये चैव सात्विका भावाः राजसाः तामसाश्च. All these bhavas, sattvic bhava, rajasic bhava, tamasa bhava, moods of the mind, matta eva yeti. All these things are rise from me. No doubt, because I am the support. If I am not there, how can they come? But question is, natu aham teshu te mayi. But I am not in them. They are in me. Waves are rising in the ocean, but ocean is not in the wave. But waves are in the ocean. All ornaments are in the gold, but gold is, meaning in one ornament, total gold is not existing. Think about it. In any ornament, total gold doesn't exist. In any wave, total ocean doesn't exist. So ocean can say, all waves are in me. Me as ocean, I am not in the wave. All these things are rise in me. Like, best still example, Vivartavada. What is that? The snake is in me, the rope says. But I am not in the snake. This is the best example for Vedanta Drishti. The ghost is in the post. Post is not in the ghost. So they are in me. I am not in them. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyaktamurtina masthani sarvabhutani nachaham teshu avastitah. Again, nachaham teshu avastitah. Masthani sarvabhutani. All beings are in me. I am not in them. How come? Like that. All the snake is in me. I am not in the snake. Who says? Rope. Similarly, these bhavas are all superimposed on me. They are not belonging to me. They are, but actually I am untouched. Because really speaking, I am untouched. I am actually if they are really torturing me and they are changing me, from Sajjidananda to Dukkhatma, really can transform. Mukti is not possible. Mukti is not to be gained. Mukti is what? Praptasya prapti. Not apraptasya prapti. Discovery, that's it, discovery. Discovery only. It's a discovery, self-discovery. So, Bhagavan says, first all these impurities belong to mind. But mind is obstacle. As long as mind is there, mind is active, mind is creating a wheel, put a wheel on my mind, on me, I am unable to see the truth. This I have to get rid of. Therefore, what is the next sloka says? Jagratya picha vidvansam Pidayanti na te tatha Avidvamsam yatha lokam Daya patram cha sarvada Jagratya picha vidvansam पीडयन्ति न ते तथा अविद्वांसं यथा लोकं दयापात्रं च सर्वथा. See, now we understood. What is that? For Ajnani, for an ignorant man, mind is torturing him, impurities are present in the waking plane, and the mind is active. These are all troubling Ajnani, ignorant man. Like all of us. They trouble us. When I am in waking plane, they trouble us. In deep sleep state, I don't have gulab jamun thought, I am happy. The moment I got up, even though I am diabetic, I got a desire to eat gulab jamun, rasagulla, halwa. All the thoughts come. Happily, I forgot my enemy in the dream, in the deep sleep state. No enemy, no problem. When I got up, I remember that again mind disturbed. So this is Ajnana. But Jagratyapi cha vidvamsam na pidayanti. Ete te tatha. All these impurities do not disturb a wise man even in the waking plane. A wise man is not disturbed by them. Gherao, they gherao. Gherao, you know? They surround and then create halla-gulla. Oh, beautiful song. Dal bal ke saath maya घेरे मुझे जो आकर परनाथ कहीं तुम भी मुझको ना भुला लेना अब तक तो निभाया है आगे भी निभा लेना भगवान मेरी नैया दल बल के साथ माया घेरे मुझे जो आकर. Waking plane. In dream, in deep sleep state, no problem, happy, I am a beautiful, pure, like we say, no, such a sweet boy, cute boy, कितना प्यारा लग रहा है. Mummy says, don't disturb, Rakshasa will again wake up. जब वो सो रहा है, प्यारा लग रहा है आपको, आपका घर भेज दूंगा, संभालो उसको, बड़ा राक्षस है. कभी कभी नींद की गोली दे के सुला देते. क्यों? राक्षस है, महाराक्षस. इतने से बोलो 12 घंटा सो जाएगा आराम से. In deep sleep state, happy. Waking, problem. But in waking plane also, well, for Vidvamsam, the wise man is not troubled by that. Dukkesh anudvigna manaha sukeshu vigata spruhaha vitaraga bhaya krodhaha stitadhir muniruchyate. Dukkeshu anudvigna manaha sukeshu vigata spruhaha vitaraga bhaya krodhaha stitadhihi munihi uchyate. In the waking plane, dukkeshu anudvignamana, when dukkha's tragedy strike him, he is not disturbed. उद्विग्न नहीं होता. सुख में अपना स्पृह को भूलता नहीं. He never forgets himself and gets identified with the joy. No, he will not forget himself. He is very balanced. Gataspruha nahi, vigataspruha. Vita raga bhaya krodha. No raga, no bhaya, no krodha. Sitadhihi, buddhi is firm. That is called muni, uchyate, wise man. He is not disturbed by waking plane. He can see anything, not disturbed. He can see gulab jam, he can see listen good music, he can see beautiful form. But in our case, गरम गरम तवा पे ना पानी छिलकाओ, क्या होता है? That is our condition. Our tawa is very hot, garam, mind tar. Anything you smell, taste, touch, hear, everything बोलता रहेगा. अच्छा beautiful. That is why you can never set a time for shopping. You know why? 1 घंटे में शॉपिंग करके आऊंगी. शॉपिंग 1 घंटे में. Shopping only beginning. Anta Bhagavan knows. You will never end shopping. You go to market and get lost. ये भैया सबका अनुभव है. When you become silent, am I correct or wrong? You get lost in the market. मॉल में जाओ, बस अलग हो गया किसी से, उसको आपको ढूंढने के लिए इतना मुश्किल होता है कि पूछो मत. कहाँ हो? कौन सा मंजिल? 4th फ्लोर. गया फ्लोर. अभी कहाँ हो? अरे ग्राउंड फ्लोर में आ गए. यहाँ पे दूसरा शॉप है. अच्छा मैं आ रहा हूँ, उधर ठहरो. अच्छा आ गया. कहाँ हो? अरे 3rd फ्लोर में चले गए हूँ. आप इधर ऊपर आ जाओ. क्या है? कॉफ़ी पी रही. अच्छा कॉफ़ी मेरे लिए रखो. अच्छा कॉफ़ी बस एक ही इधर जाके आओगे, आप इधर ही बैठो. वो आती नहीं. 2 घंटे हो गए. फोन किया, कहाँ हो? बस 5th फ्लोर में. हाँ, to collect that wife by husband or husband by wife, either way, so we are attracted towards these things. But in Jagrata Avastha, Vidwan not disturbed. He can go through all the malls and all the attractive things. His mind is absolutely undisturbed. The Zen master, sitting on the mountain top always, he never used to come down to the hamlet. And people would come there, climbing the mountain, spend hours together, and he would give them everybody soup. On the mountain, और क्या पिलाएगा? वहाँ पे माउंटेन का घास पीस कच्चू सब्जी होते, सूप वो स्वयं बना. बुद्धिस्ट मॉन्क थे, ये Zen master, he would make a good quantity of soup for everybody, and 3-4 cups पी ले, no problem. पेट भर सूप पी लेना, vegetable soup. चर्चा करो, meditate करो, आ जाओ. So a lot of crowd used to come, especially on Sundays and Saturdays. Slowly the crowd started dwindling. And ऐसा समय आ गया कि nobody is coming to him. He was curious. सब जिंदा है या मर गए? कोई आते नहीं आजकल. So one day he just walked down. Then he saw down street. Newly came up shops, both the side, varieties of shops, varieties of things, eatables, clothes, and electronic gadgets, this, that. Oh, so many varieties of shops. And every shop has display, what you call, boards or almiras, whatever it is. Showcase, whatever. Everything displayed. And he was wondering, and he was standing before every shop and watching. And people gathered around him. They started talking. देखा, master फंस गया. In the busy down street, from deep contemplations, he came down and he saw Market Street. He is attracted to every shop and he is standing before every shop and watching everything very closely with great attention and curiosity and amazement, with wonderment. They started talking. And he never bothered. He is never bothered about others' comments. He was just watching and walking. Somebody told again, Master, why did you come from there, top of the mountain? And people are commenting, are you not listening? He said, yes, I am listening. But you are not responding. But why should I? But then they are criticizing you then. But why did you come, Master? Any work? Anything you need? We will get you, please tell us. No, no, no. Nowadays people have stopped coming. What is that which is attracting them more than the great states of contemplation, meditation and spirituality? I just wanted to know where you are all caught up. Therefore, I am walking in the down street. Now I know where you are caught up. That's why I came down, just to see where you are all caught up. That's it. I am not getting caught up in this. Those who wish to come and reach me. Bye-bye. And he went on the top of the mountain. I am curious to know where you are all attracted. Therefore, Vidwan is one who is undisturbed, even in waking play. A wise man, a great advanced seeker. For us, smell tempts us, sound tempts us, form tempts us, taste tempts us, touch tempts us. It's very soft, so beautiful. Very soft bed, very soft bed, very soft bed. Please pack one. We are not aware. I say, sir. Not aware. एक नशा चढ़ गया सबको. तस्मादज्ञानमेवात्र सर्वदा दुःखकारणम् तत्स्वरूपं हि ज्ञातव्यम् विचारेणाधुना मया तस्मादज्ञानमेवात्र सर्वदा दुःखकारणम् तत्स्वरूपं हि ज्ञातव्यम् विचारेणाधुना मया. Now I must understand tasmat ajnanamev atra sarvada dukkha-karanam. Always the cause of suffering is what? Ignorance, avidya, ajnanam. Sarvada dukkha-karanam ajnanam eva. There is no other karana. Therefore, what is this avidya? What are its effects? How it is making me a slave? Tat swarupam hi jnatavyam. Vicharena. Now adhuna maya, by me, adhuna now, I must now inquire into the nature of this avidya. How it is catching me? How this avidya is binding me to this world? What are its tricks? What are its games? That I must know. If I know that, then I can know how to come out of it. I can put my efforts. I must know that. So therefore, what is the nature of avidya? So Naishikam Siddhi Guruji quoted here, that which cannot withstand the scrutiny of which inquiry. Vicharam na sahate. Very good. What is avidya? When you inquire, it doesn't exist. As long as we don't inquire, it is existing. When you inquire, it disappears. Small example I give you. Ramana Maharshi used to tell this story. I have told you this story many times in the past. There is a marriage function happening. Boys said, girls said. And dhoom dhraka, and then there is somebody, serving everyone there in the marriage. Interesting. He goes to bride's side and serving them. Coffee chahiye, chai chahiye, kya chahiye aapko, wo chahiye, kya chahiye, kursi chahiye. Whatever the other bride side want, he is serving. All bride side were very impressed by the services of this person, and they thought, what a beautiful person employed by the bridegroom side. Even though we have to serve them, but they employed a bridegroom person. He must belong to bridegroom person, very beautiful. And this fellow goes that side also and serving them equally, happily. Niswartha seva. both the sides, and they thought that this fellow belongs to bride side. So they wanted to thank them. Ab shaadi ho gayi, and then everybody happily celebrating. Last dinner, together dinner was served, and then they all pan peen मुंह में लगा के खाते खाते बात. Who is that man? White kurta, white पायजामा पहन के बहुत सेवा किया है. हाँ वो तो आपका है. नो हम लोग सोचा आपका है. No, हमारा तो we don't know him. Who is he? We thought it belongs to you. No. He doesn't. By then he packed what all he wanted to pack, and the inquiry started. It disappeared. That is ego. The moment we inquire, who is this fellow? Sweetly supporting all of my stupidities, encouraging and giving brilliant thoughts to continue my stupidity. Ego. Ego says, I am so sweetly, the ego talks to us. कोई बात नहीं, जीवन तो असत्य है, क्या फर्क पड़ेगा, 2 दिन का खेल है. Lucky that you are born in this Hindu culture. तुम्हारे लिए कई जन्म होते हैं. इस जन्म में नहीं तो अगले जन्म में प्राप्त कर लो. क्या जल्दी. Enjoy life, be happy, cool. An ego tells, and we feel happy about it. So ego befriends us. At one moment, who is that fellow who is giving me all these suggestions and thoughts and ideas? Let me inquire. When serious inquiry, investigation begins, ego disappears. So, vicharam na sahate, meaning what? It cannot bear inquiry. So, avidya or ego, what does they do? Ego sees that you will never get a thought to inquire, to lodge an FIR against the ego itself. No FIR should be lodged against me. I see that I manage you. The moment you inquire about me, I get scared. I cannot stand to inquiry, I have to disappear. More about it tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Satgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.